Managing family finance is not just a straight thing. Sometimes people have different models, and there are different models available. Like I always say, you need to look at the models and look at what works for you. In my last video, I discussed things that we can do or that we must do to ensure that our family finance is conflict-free. I don't believe, even though finance is also listed as one of the top reasons for disagreement, I don't believe we need to disagree over finance in the home if it is well managed and if it is openly discussed. We talked about it. Please, you may need to check down my video, refer to it. I talked about having conflict-free. Today, I just want to discuss the different models that are possible for us with which we can enjoy having finance. Like I said, you can't just pick one and say, oh, this is what so-and-so person does. It works for them. We need to do it too. No. It must be suited to your personality, your taste, your income, and so many other things. So I want to talk about the different models that we have. What do you even think about that video in which I said we need to collaborate and conflict-free? Do you agree it can be conflict-free? Or do you think, no, there is nothing we can do to minimize the conflict or to reduce it and to have proper agreement? This is your relationship coach, Ibi from Heartthrob Avon, saying get it right, get it good, and get it exciting. Welcome to my channel. If you're a new subscriber or you're just joining us, and if you're a returning subscriber, we appreciate you. We appreciate your sticking with us. And please, if you find value in this video, remember to share. There are a lot of couples who are going through disagreements basically over finance. It will help them. What are the different models available in family finance? There is one we call full joint account. That's the first model. Although a lot of people do not subscribe to it, what do you think about full joint account? Do you think it can actually work? There is one that we call partial joint account. There is another one that is partial separate accounts, and there is full separate accounts. What do you think? Do you agree or you don't? Whatever it is, your opinion, I'd like to have it in the comment section. For full joint accounts, every money that comes into the family is pulled together into an account from where everything is managed together. The beauty of this full joint account is that there is complete transparency. Decisions are jointly taken. There is a high level of trust between the partners. There are common values and it's a shared life. Now, in full joint account, which I personally believe is the best for a family, the major advantage is that you can plan together and you both have say, and there is full transparency. There is nothing like guesswork. There is nothing like what does he have, what does she have. But in this also, there can be, if anything goes wrong, it can really be very bad if trust is broken. If one partner becomes unfaithful to the other in financial dealings, it can be very bad. We have had people who have done this and they will tell you they have been burnt. But I tell people, when you listen to advice, when somebody speaks to you, don't just listen to advice. You must assess that advice and you must look at it critically. Does this suit my situation? That's why I told you that there are many variants. Pick the one that works for you and everything will go well. Because joint account can really have bad and terrible consequences when the trust is broken. But it is actually best for families because it enables you to go even further in your finance than you will do when it is individual or when it is separate. There is another one that is called partial joint account. In this one, couples have a joint account. They pull money into it together. And from there, they address the family finance. What do we want to do? What are we going to do? How much for this and that? And whatever is left, they share it. There are various sharing formulas that are adopted. Pick the one that works for you. Some share the balance based on what each other person contributed, maybe percentage of their income. And some also share it based on understanding. And for me, where there is love and respect and trust. I don't think this should be a hard thing, but do the one that works for you. Different couples have different ones. Also, whatever is done in this one, it allows for your individuality, your different tastes, your different perspective, and even your different attitudes to money, because you have a reasonable level left for you. You know, this works well where the couple have a reasonable level of income, so that there is really something substantial left after the joint family expenses are taken care of, because balance is later shared to the individuals, and that one you have complete control over it. Your personality type will determine how, and your marriage will determine how you share the balance. Do what works for you. And then, you know, even in what is left, it is then that individuals, they spend, they save, and they invest. So if I have an investment appetite, I want to spend whatever is left after this 80%, I am free. The other partner may just want to do 50, the other may want to do 30 because of some other responsibilities. This also works well where people have responsibilities. Some have to their family of origination, like I like to call it, to friends, even to charity. We have different tastes and different level for it. So sometimes joint account, full joint account may not work for such couple. Although this allows also for less conflicts, because everybody can spend their own money at their own discretion. But really, for it to be very effective, the couples may need to earn well. Then there's partial separate accounts. Everybody receives their salary, their income, whatever they make into their own account, and from there they come together. This is family finance. This is how much we need this month or this year or on this project, and then they both contribute from their separate accounts. This gives more control over the finance to individuals than the partial one. The partial one, they have control from what is left. In this one, they have more control on the total that they earn, and then contribution to the joint account may now be on percentage of earnings, or percentage that they decide, okay, husband bring 60, I bring 40, whatever, or wife brings 60. It doesn't matter, just do what works for you. And then the last one is complete separate accounts. In this one, couples have their separate accounts. Mostly in these ones, kind of like there is an agreement on who takes care of what. Maybe the husband takes care of housing and the bills. Maybe the wife takes care of food, clothing, you know, just different ones. And some also come together. This is what we need to do, even in the complete separate account. These are what we need to do. What do I bring? What do you bring? How much do you have? How much can you afford? Sometimes it's like that. But have a model and make sure it is a model that works for you. It's a model that accommodates your personality. It's a model that allows you to be free, does not make you feel stifled, does not make it feel as if you do not have control over what you earn. But remember, you need to save, you need to invest. And also the model that is adopted determines the kind of investment. Some investments are jointly done, like in the full joint account. Some are still done also in the partial joint account. They are done together, or they could be done by the individuals. Some are done together, some are done by individuals. And like in the complete separate account, mostly individuals do their own. Whatever will work for you, will not bring conflict into your home, please do. Remember that your first responsibility is to your home, so you need to work well together on it. If you work well together on it, then it will help you. And also, you see, in all these models, there are different models. I've seen a situation where the husband transfers everything he earns to the wife and takes, okay, this is just what I need for the month, take care of the expenses. I've seen a case where the wife transfers to the husband completely, and then, okay, this is what I just need for my transport, for my feeding. Do what works for you. But my passion is to ensure that we have smooth running homes where we don't have disagreements over non-issues, as I like to refer to them. And then when we are able to coordinate ourselves better, even the children are better for it. Our concept of money, our attitude to spending will be accommodated in all the different models that we have brought, so that there won't be disaffection in our marriage, so that there won't be resentment, so that somebody does not feel stifled. These are the things we're trying to avoid. So the different models will determine what works. Do what works for you. What works in family A may not work for family B. Don't say we must adopt the standard of our mentors or a marriage that we have seen. This couple, they have spoken. This is what they do. And everybody knows they have a good marriage. It may not work for you. Do what works for you so that you can have harmony in your home. Tailor your own finance model to your own particular marriage and situations. What is important is that things get done and everybody is happy while at it. What do you actually think about full joint account? Do you agree? Do you think it can work? Do you think it can work? What about the complete separate one? And there are some, the man just hands over. I paid school fees, I paid housing, this is what I have for food, and the woman makes it up. Remember, some of this model may also not work where the wife is not working. You can't just say, okay, this is what I have for food and end it when your wife is not working. It must be something that can take care of the home. Please, let's do what works for us and enjoy our marriage. That is the essence of it. Marriage is good, marriage is lovely, marriage is wonderful if we can bring harmony into it. And if you are not yet married, you have a head start to be able to get it right from the beginning, and it will be well with you. Now, my point is you need to get it right, get it good, and get it exciting. Remember, this is Heartthrob Even by your relationship coach, EB. Till I see you in my next video, say bye.